old are you, Tish?
35.
35. What you do for a living?
I'm an escort. What?
So you get paid to have sex with men?
Correct.
What you calling me for? You already got a pool of men to choose
No,
from.
listen. But I'm trying, you know what I'm saying, to, I just want to, one friend, that's it.
So the men you sleeping with, they can't be your friend?
I mean, they okay, they already occupied, they are married and stuff like that, so yeah.
Well.
So you calling on a dating app show to find a man that's just going to be your friend while you get paid to sleep with married men. And at the very least, to at least give yourself some type of visual options, you could at least not showed up with your bonnet on. I ain't saying you have to put on a bunch of makeup and face be beat to the gods, but you look like you're about 45. You got your bonnet on. You're an escort. You selling some old cat to married men, but you want a man that's just going to be your friend? Let's hear how much more crazy this gets.
The reality of the escort ward, the men are married. Never thought about it that way.
Exactly. So I'm trying to get out that game, and I want a nice friend, and stuff like that.
So you want a man to date you while you're an escort?
I mean, I said if we get there, I would stop.
So
if we get where?
In the friend part, are you guys being intimate?
Oh, you saw me in a...
The guy that you're looking for now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just searching for now, yeah.
But you're saying friend, but you want this friendship to become something serious, right?
Yeah, eventually, we have to see where it's going. I can't just say, oh, I'm going to be in a relationship with you. I have to learn you just as well as he has to learn me.
Well, let me ask you, have you ever had a...
There's nothing he has to learn about you. You sell cat for a living to married men. You sleep with men for a living, for money. What man wants to be a friend to that? Let's just start there. What is it about you that a man is going to say, yeah, that's somebody I want to hang out with. That's somebody I want to get to know. No, if anything, he's going to want to buy some pussy too. But judging by this, her appearance, she getting less than $40. That I hope that cat is on clearance.
Boyfriend, why you been an escort?
I have 11 kids.
Are you being honest?
I'm being very honest with you. Yeah.
How many baby daddies do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, so you couldn't be with any of those men?
No, because he's a mess. He was toxic, my first baby daddy.
How old are your kids?
They always toxic. So they so toxic you can't be with them, but they not toxic enough for you to not open your legs and let them shoot the club up. Got it. That makes a lot of sense.
My daughter is 14 years old with a 2-year-old. And
so she's a grandmother.
Your 14-year-old daughter has a 2-year-old daughter?
Yeah. A 2-year-old son.
A 2-year-old son?
Yeah.
So your grandmother that sells
So your daughter
cat.
got pregnant at 11?
Yeah, she got pregnant at 11 and had her baby at 12. Correct.
Did she get pregnant by a boy her age?
Yes.
Tish, here's the deal. You're being authentic with me, right?
I'm being very authentic with you.
This is a lot, and you already know this space. So are you ready for the conversation that's going to be had around you?
Yeah, definitely.
You can see Kendra trying to process in her mind just what size kid gloves that she wants to handle this conversation with. She's a woman, so she's going to try to work with the women and be keep it cordial and try to keep it light, but still have an honest conversation. But that's the reason why they used to hate Kevin Samuels so much, because he would be very direct and get straight to the meat and potatoes. You don't have time to coddle somebody's feelings who's calling a dating show looking for a man when she's a grandmother with 11 kids and an escort who sleeps with married men for money and is looking for a man that's just supposed to kick it with her and what? Unless they... I'm assuming not have sex with that man until they, in her words, get there, and then she's going to stop sleeping with married men for money.
How did you feel about your 11-year-old daughter getting pregnant?
I mean, I was extremely, sad, and I brought it to social media, on my other page.
Of course you did.
It happened at school, and we're doing like not me, but my baby daddy. We're doing the consequences, he's trying to sue the school because he felt like, it's, that shouldn't have happened or whatever and stuff like that. And I'm being very authentic with you.
How do you sue a school because your daughter probably learned from you not to keep her damn legs closed? I don't want to go in on the child, but you have 11 kids. Okay, so her oldest is 14. We don't know how old she is, but she looks like she's old. Okay, she looks like she's at least 35. So I don't know. Let's just listen to some more and continue. But this is just ridiculous.
No, I mean, I feel like there has to be some type of legal grounds against this.
Exactly, because I mean, but my child, at first she did not want the child, and I forced her to have it because I don't believe in aborting kids, and yeah.
So how old are your kids? You have an 11-year-old daughter.
No, my
11
daughter's
kids.
14.
I'm sorry, 11 kids. 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah, I mean, you want me to go
to all the ages?
Come on, let's talk about something else.
Okay, but are you familiar with my show?
Look, Kendra, I am not playing on your show. I'm just saying.
I said, are you familiar with my show? What I'm asking you are the normal questions I ask everyone.
Right.
So,
you know what? I didn't seen you. I'm not going to be honest with you. I didn't seen you, but I just never really watched your show. I said she's a nice person, so instead of a liar. Well, hey, as long as I know the truth. So, oh well, thank you. Okay.
Okay. Well, I will say this. So these are the questions I ask everyone, right? And when you say the amount of kids, the next question is how old are they? So you said 14.
Stair steps.
Okay, you're gonna prolong the inevitable. We got to get all the ages.
Oh my gosh, you want all my kids' ages?
Yes.
No, Kendra.
Well, we can end here if you want to.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Okay.
No, we can end the whole live.
No, you're gonna end.
I mean, I'm not gonna force you to do anything you don't want to do, but this is
okay. Well, we'll end.
Not only this is what women see. She doesn't want to get into it because it's something that she's obviously ashamed of. She comes on here saying it almost like it's a proud thing, it's a badge of honor. And yeah, of course she's going to be honest because, I have a song called Stripper Bitches is the Realest Bitches. And basically what that means is dancers, women that sell pussy, all that, they're pretty much straight up and honest about what they do in their lifestyle. But if you still have some level of shame about it to where you don't even want to share the details, these are the same questions that men would ask because it matters. Once you start asking the ages and, okay, how many baby fathers and what's the breakdown between fatherhoods and, how many, these things matter. And she doesn't have any accountability, so she doesn't want to discuss it. Let's continue.
That's so crazy. I just had another woman who called me up and didn't want to tell me, she didn't want to tell me the amount of kids. So you told me the amount of kids.
No, I told you my amount of kids.
Right. So now you got to tell the ages, honey.
The ages.
I mean, you want me to you say I'm lying? Okay, well.
I didn't say you were lying.
I'm talking about the comments. They said if I'm lying, I'm lying. It don't matter.
Tish, you're deflecting. You're deflecting.
Thank you.
I know I'm a professional journalist. I know when a question is not being answered. So we don't move past this question. So how old are your 11 kids?
They start steps. 14.
Okay, Tish, we can disconnect if you desire. It's your choice, but I have to get all the ages. And I don't want to waste 10 minutes on a question you could just answer very easily.
Right.
I just told you start steps.
I don't know. You have to tell me the exact ages.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and I have a 1-year-old.
So the 1-year-old, and this is by 2 men.
Yes.
So you had children for 10 straight years. Every year you was pregnant. So you were 3 months now. How do you even, So you had, don't that hurt? Like, ain't her pussy gonna fall out? It should have been fell out.
You ever been married?
No.
And why you not with the 1-year-old daddy
She must be half bonobo.
again?
What you talking about with the one with the 10 kids?
Oh, you have 10 kids by one and then 1 kid by one other person?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, why are you not with the man you have 10 kids with?
Right.
Because he is off the chain. I mean, and I don't want that. You know, he put like this. I mean, he made pretty good money
Look at Kendra's
and
face.
stuff like that. And I
Of
actually
course he
stayed
make
in
money.
one of his houses. But you know, it's like
Wait a minute, it's how she stays in one of the house. Okay, so she's got a rich dude, but she sells pussy, but she's staying in one of his houses, and she got 10 kids with him, but he's off the chain, so she doesn't want to be with him. Ma'am, that is your husband. That is your soulmate. That is the man. If that nigga decided to shoot the club up 10 times and the chick that's out here selling pussy and got a daughter that she didn't teach right and getting pregnant at 12 years old at school, having sex unprotected and lives in your house and you just want to allow that to happen, that's on you.
he the type he like to control people. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Like he have a whole woman that he stays with. And
The man
so
that had 10 kids? The one you have 10 kids by?
yeah, I call her to help, you know what I'm saying? Because he just using her to keep my kids.
So Tish, listen, when I say here, it's my first time ever meeting you.
Uh,
To be assured, you're not trying to just troll me right now. Like
no,
everything you're saying.
I'm being so honest with you. Now this time I am being so honest with you. I'm trying to pour my heart out to you.
Okay.
And if you don't believe me, I mean, you can go read my story if you don't believe me.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Like
Nah.
he the type like this, you know, like he'll kind of see, you know, he the type, my kids stay with him. And so, you know, a lot of kids like, why you don't have your baby?
She's
Why
so
you don't have your
over it.
kids and this and that? Because, you know, at this point, I stay in his place. You know,
So you stand in his place. You don't even have the kids. He has the kids. So he has the kids, and another woman is raising your children wrongly, obviously, because the 14-year-old then got pregnant. While you stand in his place and you out here selling cat to married men, but you want a man to take care of you and be your friend. This is a mess.
in his places. And so, you know, a lot of people always, you know, get to the point in like, you know, do you have men coming over? No, I respect him. I don't have men coming over. I go to, you know, like the hotels and stuff like that. But, you know what I'm saying? And I also practice safe sex. I use rubbers. So, you know, but this time the rubber had slipped out and I got pregnant by one of my escorts. And I thought it was by him. We did the blood test. And, you know, he got to the point, he got very upset in his feelings. And he started trying to, you know, say he don't want my kids to be around my new baby. And he started making me pay rent.
Okay. So, you never been married, right? You said?
No.
All right. So Tish, Illinois, 35 is escort, mom to 11, kids by 2 men, 10 are by 1 man, and 1 is by an escort. Tish, what kind of man are you looking for?
I told you I'm just looking for now a friend, and if things happen, it just happen. You follow me?
What are your deal breakers?
I don't like liars.
Okay.
I don't want nobody who into like drugs or nothing like that. That's a deal breaker. I don't smoke cigarettes and I don't want my guy to do it neither.
Should he look a certain way?
No, looks don't faze me, but he gotta have coins.
How much money should he make?
6 figures or better or more.
So more than 6 figures is 7. So you're saying be a millionaire?
Yeah.
The child of 10's dad was wealthy.
Yes.
I'm assuming you get child support.
No, how do I get child support and my kids stay with him?
Oh, so all your kids live with him?
Yeah.
Do any of them live? All you have is the 1-year-old?
Yeah, my 1-year-old girl. Yeah.
So is this a court appointed? Did the court appoint your children to live with him?
No, it wasn't like that. It's just like, you know, the simple fact that, you know, I stay up on his roof. So, you know what I'm saying, he felt like, you know, he thought I was going to try to put him on child support, but that wasn't even the case, you know, whatever, stuff like that. So he was like, well, you know, you stay, you know, once we split up like around about 5 years ago. And so he got the, you know, nice big house and stuff like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I stay here, you know, with my baby. And so he had told me that if I, you know, he thought I was going to try to put him on child support. So he had said, well, just give me my kids and stuff like that so I can take her out. And I said, okay. Until things get better.
That's the best decision that I've heard made in this entire situation. So wait a minute. Okay, so now I'm thinking about it. So the 14-year-old got pregnant when she was 12. She still had custody of the children around that time. It wasn't until she got pregnant with the 1-year-old that the husband said, well, I'm going to take my kids. And I'm sorry, not husband, whatever he is. With that, homie, why did you skeet up in there 10 times? 5, I get it. I'd be like, okay, 5, that pussy torch. 10, and he making all this money, and 10, and she's out here selling it. There's some math that's not math in here somewhere.
Whereas I can buy me a house.
Let's do the Kendra Cam Tish. That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Girl. Oh my God. See, look, I don't know about none of this, but girl,
You don't have to take your clothes off. You just have to stand up.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The point is, I only got on that, and you know.
Why do you... Why do you...
What, do you want to go put something on?
Why do you come on to a show? Like, this is ridiculous, man. Why do you come on to a show? I'm assuming she's at least seen some of it before, and you don't want to do nothing the host is asking of you. You're not trying to answer questions. You don't want to show off your body, but you sell pussy to married men. So why are you so ashamed to show your body? You don't even have to take your clothes off. We want to see how sloppily you's built. You got too many secrets and stuff that you hide.
Yeah, I put some on. So you wouldn't have waited that long for me to do that.
Well, it can't take forever.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, what you want to do? Can I do it another time?
No, we'll have to end here.
Okay, we can just end it.
We'll be. I'll disconnect you. What you want to do, Tish?
Kendra, you sound like you're a very nice person, and I respect you, and I will be still watching your shows.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best.
Thank you, love.
You're welcome.
All right.
I don't got nothing left. Tish wore me the hell out. Tish wore me the hell out. Okay? I almost wanted her to be trolling. I literally wanted her to be lying to me. I wanted her to say, psych. I was hoping she was going to say, psych. April Fools. I know we're in May. Shit, make a mood a date. April Fools. May Fools. Thought she was going to say, Happy Hanukkah. Like something, anything.
Happy
I was
Hanukkah.
waiting for her to say it was all a lie. She ain't never say it was a lie. I can't talk to nobody else tonight. Child, after that? Who you want me to interview after having all that conversation?
And this is the reason why you look, and I keep bringing Kevin Samuels up because when he had the very same conversations with women and they was mad at him because of his tone and called him gay and all this, that, and the third, because all he did was ask questions and then take the examples that and the answers that they give and just walked it through right back to them. But he would bring up and call them out on their discrepancies. He would call them out on their inconsistencies. He would call them out on these things. He wouldn't allow them to feel coddled or to feel comfortable enough. He would even cut them off if they were saying a bunch of BS. And the reason why is because if you look at her face, I mean, I know it's freeze framed right now, but she's obviously stressed out.
How the hell I'm going to ask somebody else a question?
And this is a woman just asking. This is a woman asking women questions. Imagine being a man trying to date a woman or get to know a woman, And you have that extra layer on top of it, where now the woman is even more incentivized to omit certain pieces of information, to just straight up lie, to deceive, to manipulate, because that there's a man that's chasing after sex or chasing after relationship that's involved in it. This is just a conversation between two strangers, and she didn't want to give too much information because she knew that it was going to come across sounding crazy, and it's draining to even try to process this type of stuff. I'm tired just from listening to this conversation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Subscribe, and I'll holler at you later. Peace.